big sort of cigarette packets, weren't they, in those days? And this is where we really get to see the person.
And your DVD is Fire in Babylon, which is a cricket documentary.
It is. I've gone for sport. If you can't get Olympic tickets, you can always content yourself with DVDs. Fire in Babylon is the story of perhaps the greatest sporting team ever assembled, the West Indies cricket team, who were unbeaten for 15 years. I think at 25 tests they went. It is a superb documentary, almost as much about the West Indies cricket as it about reggae and about the colonialists seizing back powers and giving it to the white power.
And guess what happens? The people who invented the game lose to the people they taught to play it.
They do. But weirdly enough, I know England were getting beaten, but I was cheering the West Indies. So good is the documentary.
OK, we'll leave it there, Jason. If you want to find out more about the latest movies and release, you'll find links to film news and reviews from across the BBC on our film site. That's bbc.co.uk/film. That's it for this week. Thanks to Jason. Goodbye.
Before we go, let's just run through some of the front pages tomorrow morning's headlines. The Independent, Greek debt, Europe at the crossroads. Sarkozy and Merkel agree last-ditch compromise. In desperate bid to avert catastrophic default, it's a theme taken up by the Financial Times, which suggests that Berlin has conceded on the Greek rescue package. Voluntary debt rollover has been agreed. Global markets have been lifted by the news. And, all importantly, in Greece, a new cabinet has been unveiled over there in Athens. And The Guardian, biggest strike for 100 years, according to one union chief. Pensions revolt won't be like the miners because we'll win. This is according to the Unison leader. The leader of the largest public sector union today promised to mount the most sustained campaign of industrial action the country has seen since 1936. With that, here's the weather news with Darren Bett.
Hello there, good evening. It's a slowly improving picture this weekend as it gradually turns drier and brighter. There is more rain to come before then, though, and we've seen a lot of rain in association with this low pressure here across the UK. And recently, it's been the southeast of England that's seen the heaviest of the rain, a good inch or more in quite a few places. That rain is going to be working its way steadily northwards overnight, where it's going to grind to a halt across some northern areas tomorrow. Let's see what's happening then through the rest of the night, and the heaviest of the rain will move away from southeast England in the next few hours. The main rain band edges northwards through the Midlands into northern England and for Scotland. Showers come packing in behind for Wales and southwest England, and because of the cloud and rain, then temperatures no lower than 9 or 10 Celsius. Low pressure still firmly on the scene on Saturday. With that weather front in the north, that's where we're going to see the more persistent rain, and to the south of that, that's where we're going to see quite a few showers. So the rain band creeps its way through northern England to get stuck in the far north of England, across central and southern parts of Scotland. To the south of the rain band, we get the showers packing in, some of them heavy and thundery, and for some southern areas of England, quite a gusty wind too. Not ideal weather at all for cricket. Should be better than it was today, but there are likely to be some disruptions. And we're going to find some blustery winds and showers heading into the final day at Royal Ascot. Temperatures of 17 or 18 degrees across East Anglia and the southeast, so an improvement on what we saw today. Less windy, but still showery through the Midlands and to northern England, across Northumberland, through to Cumbria. Some steady, heavy rain. That's going to be across central parts of Scotland, so particularly cold here. Across Northern Ireland, any morning rain will soon clear away, and then the showers develop. There'll be some sunshine in between. Still, temperatures no better than around 15 degrees. And across Wales too, we'll see some heavy showers. The risk of some thundery downpours, maybe some hail in those showers across South Wales, heading into the southwest of England as well. So it's a very showery picture for most of us on Saturday. On Sunday, we're sort of in between two areas of low pressure, if you like, so it starts to quieten down a bit. We still have that weakening weather front, which is affecting southwestern parts of Scotland and northern England. The rain lighter and becoming more patchy. Elsewhere, fewer showers on Sunday, some sunshine, and it may begin to feel just a little bit warmer. But there's more trouble brewing for the start of next week. Start of Wimbledon fortnight, of course. No interruptions at all last year. Different story this time, because on Monday we're going to see some rain from that low pressure there. And that's going to be moving up from the southwest, heading eventually across the bulk of England and Wales. Some of the rain will be heavy. To the north we'll see some sunshine and a few showers around as well. So Monday doesn't look too promising. Tuesday, well, the rain band is sort of stuck across this central third of the UK, if you like. A few showers to the south, some blustery winds, and a few showers to the north. But most of the rain on Tuesday will be for northern England, Northern Ireland, and probably through the Midlands.
government and public sector unions on a collision course over pay and pensions. Many workers who've been paying into their pensions for decades could have to work until they're 66.
It makes you think about where your career prospects and your career path. And for me as a young teacher, it's making me really think about whether or not I want to stay in teaching or whether I want to try something different now.
We'll be looking at what can be done to avert a mass walkout over the summer. Also tonight, anti-government rallies and more violence in Syria. The BBC defies a ban on foreign journalists to report from inside the country.
What many people here have told us is that the Syrian army and secret police are getting closer to this point every day. We now believe that they're just 2 or 3 miles in that direction.
London 2012, the organisers reveal how 2/3 of people who applied for Olympic tickets didn't get any. It's the legal minimum workers are paid, but a Tory MP sparks outrage by suggesting disabled people should work for less. And a record-breaking round for Northern Ireland's Rory McIlroy at the US Open.
Oh, he makes it look silly.
And later in Sports Day, we have today's cricket action where there were a few rain delays. Sri Lanka were 177 for 9 when play was called off. 6 wickets for England's Chris Tremlett.
Good evening. The government has confirmed a major shake-up of the pensions of millions of public sector workers. People are going to have to pay more and work for longer, with their retirement age rising to 66. But the announcement has outraged trade unions who are in the middle of ongoing talks with the government on the issue, and some have now threatened to walk out. Here's our industry correspondent, John Mulhern.
Over their working lives, millions of public sector workers pay into pensions, hoping to retire at 60 or 65. Now the government has confirmed that in future that will rise to 66.
Morning, Year 11.
Good morning. Jo Letson is in the early stages of her teaching career, so she could be working in decades to come. But paying more and working longer for what could be a less generous pension is making her reconsider.
It makes you think about where your career prospects and your career path. And for me as a young teacher, it's making me really think about whether or not I want to stay in teaching or whether I want to try something different now.
The government says on average workers will have to pay around 3% more towards their retirement, but those earning less than £15,000 a year won't pay any extra. Those who earn up to £18,000 will have extra contributions capped at 1.5%. Above that, increases will be phased in over 3 years. 12 million people either rely upon or pay into a public service pension, hence the importance of the current talks that are ongoing between the government and trade unions on pension reform.